Yo, what is up, everyone? It is the Beast. Look, I got my Cleroy shirt on. Yeah, miss that guy. Miss Tobin and Leroy and Robbie every single day. Hey, listen, if you see this face right here, if you hear the sound of my voice, please subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please. If I can get up to a thousand subscribers, and I'm at nine something, right? I can actually maybe keep the electric on using YouTube. That would be a thing, right? Speaking of keeping the electric on, um, debated, hey, why am I making a video today? What do I want to do? Because I feel like I need to keep the content up, keep the content up, keep the content coming. And I could have run and made a video last night. By the way, this is Thursday, September 24th. So if you're watching this at a different time, then last night really means nothing to you. But on Wednesday, September 23rd, the Heat beat the Celtics to take a 3-1 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. And Tyler Hero, the rookie, had an amazing game with 37 points. And I could have run to my video camera and made a video about that. And it would have gotten lots of views. It would have been awesome. But I was like, you know what? Everyone else is going to do that. I'll leave that to other people. Why? I don't know why. It just seemed to happen. So here I am the next day in my bedroom, because this is where I have to sit all day because the wife is out there doing her virtual teaching and the son is up there doing his virtual learning. So I've got one room in the house to myself that I'm able to do anything in. And here's what I want to tell you. This video is going to be a continuation of my unemployment diaries. And in my last unemployment diary, I told you that my next step was going to get my master's at Lynn University, and that's still going to happen. But, listen, there's a lot of other factors that are involved, like paying bills. Which means at some point I'm going to have to get a real job or take out some ridiculous loan to be able to afford the next year of my life, to pay all the bills while I'm getting my master's. So I've been searching the job sites, the Indeeds, the Zip Recruiters, and just going through, and nothing has been a match. Nothing has been, like, I didn't feel simpatico with anything that I was seeing. And no disrespect to the Leon family, who I love and adore, and please send your kid to Code Ninjas. And if you know Tracy and Eric, let them know that I'm still pumping up Code Ninjas, because I believe in it. I think it's a great place. But I just don't, in this time of a pandemic when sales was so important to them, and things got interrupted, and I didn't get to finish my training. It just wasn't a good fit. It wasn't a good fit at this time. My last job in Code Ninjas, and that made me reevaluate kind of my job search. Whereas I don't want to just take a job because it's going to pay the bills. Because in this time, man, especially with all the stressors going on in this world, like, you don't want to be unhappy at work. And I was not unhappy at Code Ninjas at all. That wasn't it. But if I'm taking the next job, like, I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to feel like I'm just collecting a paycheck. I want to have some sort of connection to what I'm doing. And there's just not a lot out there that I see on the job market that suits me, that is me, that says, hey, Beast, hey, Brian, this one's for you. And I don't want to get into specifics, but someone slid into my DMs and sent me a job listing. And I was like, okay, I like this. This one I like. It would be a bit of a drive, but, I can, there's sacrifices to be made in this day and age. So I applied. And I got a call back for an interview. And I did the virtual interview. And now I'm waiting. And I'm kind of in that, like, nervous stage again that I haven't felt in a while. About I'm up for a job and am I going to get it? And try not to get my hopes too high. And also trying to feel positive as well. I know a lot of you out there are in the same solution. Whereas, hold on, let me just tell my dad I'll call him back. I'll call you right back, Dad. How was that for you? Huh? Huh? How about that conversation? We'll leave that in there because I don't edit things out. But so now I'm in that nervous position. I know a lot of you out there, and I've gotten so much feedback, and thank you guys, from a lot of people on social media or in YouTube comments, and you can hit me on social at Miami Radio Beast. Is I've gotten a lot of feedback about that these videos. A lot of you like them because you're in the same position. You're looking for a job. You're unemployed. You got laid off. You got furloughed. Time of pandemic. All of the stuff. And I wanted to be someone that could speak to what you're going through. And so maybe you would feel like, hey, I'm not alone in all of this. And so I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there that have been in this position where you're waiting to hear back about a gig. And it's exciting and nerve-wracking and anxious, and all of these things are going through my mind, but it's something. And if I don't get it, well, if I do get it, awesome, rock on, right? And if I don't get it, I think the important thing for me is to keep looking. But I know it's easy. I know a lot of you would just say, hey, man, you just got to feed the family. You just got to do what you got to do. You got to whatever. But I'm not saying that I'm different than anyone else, because I think a lot of you are in the same situation, but I can't do that. Like, my emotional, psychological, mental being just will not allow me to just take a job for the sake of taking a job. I will not be a happy camper. It will impact not only my life, but the life of my family. It just will not be a good thing. I really need to be happy at work. It really is very important. And as much as it hurts so much to lose my job at that I was doing, it was a dream job of being the assistant program director of 2 radio stations. As much as it hurt to lose that job, I'll be honest with you, I was not. Well, let me say this: from 6 to 10 a.m. when I was doing the show with Tobin and Leroy, I was having a blast. There was no better time in my life. I've never felt happier about a situation than that show. But after that, when I had to be assistant program director and dealing with that company as it went through the merger, and there was just this culture issue, and it brought me back to a day and time under a previous regime at a previous radio station where it felt like it was working inside a tumor. And it just was not a fun place to be. There was just backstabbing and just open, big meetings, and, people pulling me aside every day, and people crying, and people, it just was horrible. And it wasn't fun. So they say the blessing in disguise. Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. Granted, I think, truth being told, if I was still employed, maybe I'd be miserable, but at least I would know that the car payment would be made. But also I would get to have those 4 hours in the morning, #4th hour, with Tobin and Leroy, and that would be something, right? That would kind of get me through. And I don't have that now. So I guess what I'm saying is listen, I'm excited that I'm up for this job. I hope that I get it. I'm going to still go get my master's because I think it's incredibly important for me in my development with what I want to do with my life ultimately, is to build on my foundation with a greater education. But if I don't get this job, the key for me is to look for something that makes me happy. And that's what you should do too. And I just think that in this day and age, with so much going on in this world, work life and home life should be amazing. It should be amazing. It shouldn't be something that you drag on. So I think that's important for me. All right, that'll do it for me. Again, please subscribe to this channel. And if you're watching this, if you made it this far, thank you so much. But please share it. Share it on your timeline. Share it on your Twitter feed. text it to a friend, email it, do something. Let's get the subs up, and thank you for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.